So pretty much everyone agrees that 2020 was the worst year, but in a weird sense it was also an amazing year for me in that I manifested some really awesome things into my life and achieved almost every goal that I set for myself. So I made a vision board at the beginning of 2020. This is what it looks like, and I was really surprised how many of those things I actually achieved. So in this video we're going to plan and prep for 2020. I'm going to show you exactly how I made a vision board that actually works. We're gonna make that together to have the best 2021 ever. So let's do this. So to start off, I want to show you my vision board from last year and kind of share what happened with it and what I actually achieved, which I think is really cool. So like I said, this is the vision board I made last year. It's kind of like a grid pattern thing, and I found photos on Pinterest that represented my goals and put them on here and hung it on my wall and used it as a reminder of my goals and just a visual representation of what I wanted to achieve. And some really amazing things happened on here that I didn't think would happen. I have this one picture of Disney World because I've always wanted to visit there. That's not something my family would ever spend money on, just like personally that's not what our family would do, but I actually got free tickets to Disney World and went. Like, that is kind of crazy. I'm not saying that's gonna happen, but I just thought that was really cool, so there's something. Writing down goals and using a vision board is a really great combination in my opinion. So I wrote down all of my 2020 YouTube goals, and my biggest goal was to reach 2,000 subscribers. Like, that was my dream. That was my biggest like possible achievement I could think of. I think when we're watching this we might be at 12,000, which is so exciting. My vision board and my goal setting really just allowed me to create a vision of generally what I want my life to look like what clothes do I wear, like what school do I go to, what kind of friends do I have. Honestly, I can say that I think my life has changed a lot more to fit into that vision this year. So let's make this 2021 vision board. I'm going to share with you exactly how you should make yours. Let's do this thing.
So the very first thing you need to do to make your vision board is collect your images. I highly suggest using Pinterest for this. I just think it has the most beautiful images on there and they're really easy to find. So as you can see, I am an absolute Pinterest obsessed person. I love it. So try and find images that represent your goals to you. They can like loosely represent a goal or can really like show exactly what you want to achieve, whatever works for you. And personally, I think a mix of those two things works really well. I also really love to add some inspirational quotes or words that I want to embody the year and just overall make sure that all the images that I'm collecting really tell a story of what I want my life to look like. I also have a board where I collect all the images for the year on my Pinterest profile just so I can all collect them all in the same spot, and I definitely suggest this as well because I think it's really helpful.
Okay, so after you've gone on Pinterest and kind of found some photos that you really want to use to represent your goals, there's a couple of kind of categories that I've learned are really important for including on your vision board, but this is just what I like to do and I think it works the best personally. First thing is specific like quotes and visual like numbers, if that makes sense. So for example, I have some quotes that I kind of want to embody what my like vibe is in the new year, if that makes sense. So I have one that says focus on the good, and then I also have some specific social media goals. So if you're a social media creator and you want to manifest some following or specific statistics, I think this is a really fun thing to do. So I actually took my YouTube subscriber count and photoshopped it into like my ultimate dream goal. So having a actual like piece of paper that looks as though it's real, like with the same font and everything, is going to be a really powerful way to really make it easy to envision exactly what that would look like, because it would look exactly like this. Okay, so the next thing I personally like to do is like environment, like what I would want my like life surroundings to be like, if that makes sense. So I have a lot of like beautiful location pictures, just kind of like what I'd want the vibe to be around me, and then also some specific locations that I want to go to in the new year. For example, Universal Studios, the Harry Potter because I love Harry Potter and I really want to go there again this year. Next are images that represent very specific things that you want to achieve. So for example, I have this picture of someone wearing a Princess Polly skirt, and for me this represents working with Princess Polly because I have always wanted to do that. Some other ones I have in here are a picture of a YouTube plaque. So at 100,000 subscribers you get a YouTube plaque, and that would be amazing. And then the last kind of category is objects that you want to get. So for example, I have a picture of like a bunch of really beautiful skincare. Those are just some ideas, but definitely have a combination of specific pictures that represent your goals as well as just all around like kind of like your general vibe pictures, if that makes sense.
Okay, let's make this vision board. So once I saved the images from Pinterest, I used Shutterfly to order them online. It was super easy, and since it was my first order, I think this was only like $5, and I got all of these prints, like 40 of them, delivered right to my house. So it was super easy, and I definitely suggest no human contact required. So once I had all of the images with me, I just kind of laid them out on my bed to get a feel of what each of them looked like and what the different colors were and how I might want to lay it out. So for other supplies, I just got these glue sticks from the dollar store, super affordable. You can use anything you want, but I just thought this was an easy option. And then to make the base of my board, I also got this from the dollar store. It's just some plain white poster board. I think I got 2 for $1. So again, definitely very affordable, which is amazing. So then I just decided to cut the vision board because I wanted to be a little bit smaller, and then I'm just arranging all of the images before I actually glued them down to just get a rough idea of what it could possibly look like and give myself some ideas for different layouts. So I definitely suggest doing that before you glue or cut anything so you can see what you want it to look like in the end. So then to finish off your board, you're just gonna cut some of the pieces. I just like to do this because I think it makes the end result look a little bit more interesting. So I'm trimming a couple of the photos, and then you're just going to glue them or tape them down, whatever you want. And there you go. You can obviously create it however you like in whatever pattern you want. I like to put mine like all on top of each other and it looks a little crazy, but I really liked how it turned out.
I have put all the elements into the finished version and I really like how it turned out. So having those really specific like number goals on there, like the little piece I photoshopped about my subscribers, I definitely think that's a really powerful way to just constantly surround yourself with a really easy way to visualize that goal. So yes, this is our vision board for 2021 and I think it's very cute. But the next thing I'm going to do, which I always do to prepare for the new year, is write out some goals and just do that. I really think that's important to do in combination with making the vision board to just bring it all together. So let's do that. So this is the new planner I got for 2021 and it does have some goal setting sections and like year reflection in the front of it. So I'm going to be using that, but a big thing to remember when you're writing out your goals is to write them in the present tense. That's something I learned this year. So for example, instead of I will grow by 100 subscribers, you write I am growing by 100 subscribers, or I have 100 more subscribers, etc. So just use positive language because I find that really helps. If you don't have a planner that already has some prompts in it, there's a few that I really like to use every year. So one of them is, what are you grateful for that you have now that you didn't have a year ago? And that just really puts perspective into everything you've achieved this year, which I think is really amazing. I'm going to write in this bad boy. This thing is giant and I've actually already started doing this. So on this side I have a 2021 overview of everything that I want to achieve and I've written it in the present tense. For example, in January I wrote I am collabing with Princess Polly, like that is something that's happening, like I wrote it as if it's happening right now. And then over here I wrote business goals, so hit 25,000 subscribers, Example, like make a certain amount of money on social media, post 2 times a week for a whole year, etc. So I'm just going to add some more goals in here.
If you want some guidance for how to write down your New Year's goals, this is something I think works really well, is dividing it into 3 categories. So I like to do life, personal, and work. So for your life goals, you can write down things that you want to achieve in your personal life. For example, like hanging out with friends more often or reading more books. And then for personal, I like to focus more on internal goals. So maybe being grateful every day or something like that. And then for work, you can do more like number-based goals or achievement-based goals. And I think that having a balance of all of these works really well. And of course, I will encourage you all to use positive language. And if you want to use the present tense when you're writing down the goals, I think it helps a lot. And this in combination, just having it written down specifically and then having the vision board as a visual, I personally think is a really great way to start off the year.
Okay, so that was my kind of plan and prep with me for 2021 and exactly how I make a vision board that in my experience actually works. So I really hope that this inspired you or gave you some ideas for the new year. I'm so excited for all the amazing things we're going to do on this channel, and if you're looking for some more inspiration and fun videos, definitely subscribe to this channel and we can all just like manifest the most amazing 2021 together, because I just think that would be the best thing ever. So yeah, I love you so much and I will see you in my next video. Bye!
Guys, I'm sorry, I just had to hop in here. I'm editing this right now and I made this entire video on Final Cut Pro. You all know I got it for Christmas and I've been working so hard to figure out how to use it. So I just had to let you all know I am really excited and I just want to tell you that. So yeah, thanks for watching. I love you. Happy 2021. Also, I designed a new end card and new intro and stuff, and I really hope you like it. So go check out my channel for all the new designs and the new channel banner. Okay. Mwah.